Okay, so we are
Woohoo!
live. Hi,
Yay!
good
Hi!
morning, Canada.
Good morning.
Yeah, today is Thursday. Yes,
Yes.
Thursday at 11 o'clock, 11:10. And by the way, my name is Morella Morte. I live here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and I am a mother of two. I am a wife and a digital business owner. Today I have a guest, and she is a mother, a hardworking mom, while running her online business on the side. And this is my first time to meet her too in a video in a camera like this. And I met her in Instagram. I followed her social media in Instagram and in Facebook. So yeah, so let's not take this long. So I would like to welcome to you Miss Iris Gonzalez.
Hi, Marilla. Thank you so
Hello,
much.
how are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me and having me here and do
Thank
this
you so much for
broadcast.
being here. By the way, to all our viewers today and later on, if you have any questions, please comment down below, and we will try to answer as soon as possible. And whoever watch today, you can comment down below too and write down where you are watching from. So thank you so much. Okay, so we're not gonna take this long.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead
All right.
and yeah. So who is Miss Iris before she started the online business?
All right. So, before I started this online business,
Yes.
um, I was a mom. I'm always been a stay-at-home mom. I
Mm-hmm.
have 5 kids, and
Oh
yes, I
yeah.
have 5 kids, and I was also was married, and it came to a point where I was going through a divorce. You
Okay.
know, things don't
Mm-hmm.
work out.
Yeah.
So I was going through the divorce, and at the same time, I was also going to school. So between the divorce and school, that was hard. I managed to finish school, but what happened is that during the marriage or the divorce, I should say, it took a long time. It took like over 3 years because my my ex was fighting for custody.
Yes.
So it dragged and it was really long. Then I after I finished school, I found a job. We both separated. We went our different ways. Um, so I found a job. I was working full time at a call center,
Okay.
and out of nowhere, it just I got the news saying that he had passed away. So that was very shocking.
Wow.
You know, regardless of what you go through,
Yeah.
with a partner, it's
Mm-hmm.
partner
Yes.
stuff. It has nothing to do with the kid. And
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, you don't wish them bad.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
I wasn't expecting that, so that was really shocking. It was shocking for the kids. Everybody was devastated.
Yeah.
So that left me to look after my family, like get the
Yes.
kids on my own. And I was a single mom. Well, I should say widow.
No.
And hustling out there with jobs between jobs and dealing with the kids. They were going through their own things also because everybody at that point was dealing with different things, how to handle the whole thing differently, so
Exactly, yeah.
it was tough for them, on top of that. Yeah, so I was dealing with all that stuff and then working at the same time.
Uh-huh.
And then I found myself, leaving the house early and then coming home late. So, and then dealing with, the family responsibilities, it was a lot. So, working at the place, I kept seeing an ad on my news feed, and I kept seeing it, and I'm like, the name of the person that kept appearing, it was somebody at my workplace, and I'm like, could this girl be doing,
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
a
You get curious about it,
online
huh?
business? Yeah, and I got curious,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, wait a minute, maybe it's just a scam, So I just, kept ignoring it, but it just kept coming on my news feed,
So
and I'm like,
meaning that is really for you.
yes, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, it can't be, because I always wanted to try like an online business, but I never found the real one, and it was just like, okay, it's just one of those ventures that you like, okay, it doesn't work. It was a scam, or you feel left alone.
Yeah.
So I was really skeptical, I would say, about it. Um, the hours, working the long hours, I was working 6 days a week. I was missing out on my kids.
Yes.
I wanted to be able to travel more. And I think the desire to improve my life and provide a better life for my kids was stronger.
Yeah, I think it's all
So,
every single mom is like that. Yeah.
yeah, so I wanted better for my family and my kids. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to put this thing aside, the skepticism that I have, and I'm just going to go for it.
So you
So,
are really a hardworking mom with 5 children and a
yeah.
single mom right now or a widow. And yeah, it is. I can see that the full hand. I don't know how you juggle everything. It's because I've been there of studying, work, and my children,
Yeah,
and it
it's a
was
lot.
really difficult. It was difficult, and the time is like it's not enough for you. The time.
Yes,
So
definitely.
yeah,
It's
that
hard.
is very very difficult. It's I
It is,
can
but we managed
understand
to
that
do it,
feeling. Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
do what you gotta do.
yes, yes. So and that's the time, and so I think that's the time you realize that you needed a change because of the situation.
Exactly. Yes, yes. It pushed me
Yeah.
to put aside my skepticism, like I said earlier, and just
Yeah.
push forward and just go for it and just check it out,
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
do that.
That is true. Because, right now, we can all understand that too because we are in an online business, and there's a lot of going on when it comes to online, and we
Yeah.
just really have to check what it is for us, if this is gonna work for us, or is this a real business, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what? The when I attended the presentation, the webinar,
Webinar.
um, it looked like just regular people,
Yeah.
making it work and hearing their testimonies, and I think that's what pushed me to feel comfortable and say, okay, well, they're doing it. If they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Um, Also, the when they were talking about the product itself, it sold me out. You know,
Yes.
that alone was like a
Yeah.
huge thing.
Yeah, that's true. Me too. It was to me is I waited for almost a year and a half. That's how I waited before.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I want to know, I want to make sure. But because at that time I am a student, I am working, and I have kids, and I just realized that, oh, I need to change something else.
Yeah, yeah.
The
You
being
have that
educator
moment.
is not gonna work right now for me because of the situation. The kids are often having a runny nose, and they cannot go to school because they have the symptoms. So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
oh,
you miss
and
that a
you
lot.
you have 5. How did you manage that?
I don't know. Honestly, it was just chaotic.
Yeah,
It was chaotic on my
I'm
house.
sure.
The kids were dealing with their own thing, and I was dealing with my own thing. On top of, whatever other things that I had to deal with. It's just,
Yeah.
it's only by the grace of God that I'm here.
That's true. So do you have your family there?
I have like my kids. Is that what you mean?
I mean your
Or
relatives.
parents?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I don't have my parents with me.
Oh, same.
My mom passed away a long
Okay.
time ago.
Mm.
My dad is still here in
Oh.
Ontario, but we
Oh,
keep
that's
no
good.
contact. So that's a different story.
Uh-huh, yeah. But it's good you have a family there because I don't have here. I have my
Okay.
cousins here before, but then she moved in Alberta. So now I only have my husband, my children, and my in-laws. So
Oh,
they
okay,
are my
okay.
family here.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's nice though that you have, you know, the
Yeah.
in-laws. Yeah, that's
Yes,
good.
and I am happy because they are very family oriented. They
Mm-hmm.
accept, they hug you, they love you. So
Oh,
I'm very
that's
lucky that I have them.
that
So
is a blessing.
yes,
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 because
it is.
I didn't get
I'm
along
so
with my
blessed.
in-laws, so you are very blessed.
Yeah, I'm very blessed. I'm very
Yes.
blessed
Oh,
having
praise God.
this family. Yeah.
Amen.
Thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below where you are watching from, and we will shout out your name. Thank you so much. Yeah, so here is, can you tell us how did you found this business? Oh, yeah, how did you find us and your reaction?
Okay, so like I was saying earlier, it was I was at work actually,
Okay.
and then I had my break, and I was just going through my news feed, like I said earlier, and
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I decided that I'm gonna do it. I was gonna check it out,
Yeah.
and I registered and I attended the live webinar.
Uh-huh, yes.
Um, After that, it's just it didn't take long for me to take action.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, because some of us is, we stay and look around and see if this is real because this is a social media marketing. So, some of us is not really ready to be on camera or ready to
Yeah,
be
that's
in
true.
pictures,
Yeah,
right?
I think that was one of my
Challenges.
challenges. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another challenges for me too. It's not very easy because it's social media. It's gonna be everywhere,
I know
and
that's the
of course you
scary
want
part.
to be like a little privacy for yourself, right? But
Exactly, yes.
there is still a way to being private in the social media. You don't say so much about yourself or your family, right? But yeah, there is still some things that happen in the social media. So
Yeah, you know what? It's very scary. Before even starting this business, I myself was never a social media person. I always kept to myself. I always thought that, you gotta keep your personal life away from social media. I didn't want to be one of those that they post everything, social
yeah.
media, their whole entire life. I was so skeptical. It was really, really hard when I found out that, like you said, we have to do media attraction.
Mhm.
It was so hard to
Yes.
like wrap my mind around that. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 that's true. It's not I mean, it's an easy business, but of course, having a confidence to ourselves is you have to push yourself a little bit to get out to there, of your comfort zone. So that's uh, that's what we need here.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, that's been a real struggle for me, breaking through that eggshell.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
very hard. And
Yes.
on top of that, you know what? My other challenges were that I kind of treated this business like the rest of the ventures that I had tried early in earlier, years back,
Yeah.
Um, I have to be honest that I did treat it like that. But at the same time, I also was dealing with like all these mental
Mm.
issues, I guess, not
Yeah.
issues, but more like blockage, that you have
Yes.
in your mind because
Yeah.
you kind of like self-talk negative about it, like it's like fighting.
Yeah.
You're trying to come out of there, like it's like swimming, but you can't get to the top.
Stop. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
there's so many mental breakage that you have to break, so mental barriers that you have to break in order to come out. So I think for me that was like my real struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that because with all the happened to you from the past, and you're trying to come out to that shell, and that is really, it's not easy. Yeah, that's right.
No, and I gotta tell you, I mean, my as a mom, as a single mom, that was like really hard because I also had to deal with other things, as
Yeah.
because I have teenagers and they go through their own thing, and they're still going through their own stuff. But
Yes,
as a single mom, you're like, okay, what's more important, the business or my kids?
yeah.
And it's just so many mental things that you gotta deal with, when it comes to like family and then trying to come out of that shell.
Yeah.
It's
So
so hard.
balancing is
Yeah,
it's number one challenges to you. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Because teenage, I think teenage, having teenage, I can't imagine myself.
Oh,
My two
it's
boys
hard.
become teenage. I don't know how to handle that.
I find that boys are more easy to deal with now. Now I
Uh-uh.
understand why people say, "Oh, the boys are so easy." They're girls, I'm like, okay, well, I'm a girl, but then again, I'm from a different era, so now
Where
it's
you
like
are
different.
from? Where are you
I'm
from?
from El Salvador.
Ah, El
Yes,
Salvador. Okay,
yes,
okay.
I'm Latina.
That's nice. So you were here from how many years now? You were from here in
Oh,
Quebec.
I would say kind of grew up here. I came
Oh,
here when I was 13,
oh, that's
12,
good.
13, somewhere there. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
a teenager.
Okay, that's very good because I get here, I was already 22 years old. So,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it's like,
Nice.
the difference. I think I will be loved to be here if I wish that I get here very early age so that it's easy for me to be communicate with other people, because here in Quebec we are more in French, and
Yeah,
I study some French. I study French, but it's not getting into me. It won't it's
and
not
one thing.
easy. It wasn't easy. It's difficult.
Yeah,
I can understand a little bit. It's only like basic, but it's
exactly.
not
Yeah.
like when you were a teenager. You study that from your in a school, and it's catching very easy. Right now, it's not soaking.
Oh, you know what? I would say that picking a language after 14 years old, it's actually difficult.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but you know what? When we got here to Canada, we came here to Ontario. So
Okay.
our first language that we had to learn was English.
English.
Years later, my dad decided to move to Montreal. So we had
Oh.
to start all over again
Okay.
with the language. It was
Yes.
hard. By then, I didn't really care for French or anything, but I had to attend a French
The
school.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it was a
so
French high
do
school.
you have any language? El Salvador is you use Spanish?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. That's
So I
nice.
have some Spanish, which I don't practice no more.
Oh
My
yeah.
kids don't speak any Spanish at all, so it's just me with them,
Okay.
just pure English.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
the
I try
French, yeah, you can forget it. Yeah,
I
they don't
try
like
to
French.
my kids Tagalog because I am Filipino. So
Right.
I talk to them in Tagalog. They can understand some of the words and they
Okay.
use
Uh-huh.
and talk to my mom in Tagalog sometimes. But
Okay.
yeah, and my husband is Greek
Oh,
and
nice.
I don't understand any Greek. But I feel like when they are talking in Greek, I feel like I understand some of it, but I'm not sure. Yeah,
Oh,
but
nice.
yeah, it's good to learn other different languages. The more you when you were younger, and the more you get old, it's better
Yeah,
to
that's very true. Very true.
yeah. So
So,
thank you so much for having you, and thank you so much for sharing about your story. And yeah, um, today is Thursday.
yes.
Please invite our viewers and to watch our free live webinar.
Thank you for having me, Marilla.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
great day. Bye, everybody.
Oh, you invite everyone to our free live webinar.
Yes, it's every Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays
Exact.
at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So to all our viewers out there, to all the mama out there who is looking for something to change their way of life, balance, to help you to balance time freedom for your kids, time freedom for yourself, check this out. We have a free live webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that
Yes.
was 8 o'clock Eastern Time. 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So click or Google our web link that you see in the screen and write down or register your full name and email so that we can connect to you if you are registered to us, and so we can talk to you about more information about our online business. So again, to all mama out there, click the link and see if this is for you, since I know most of the people out there is more into social media. Since you are scrolling your social media, why not use it to earn
You're welcome.
something extra, or maybe this is gonna be your first income stream of income. So, and maybe you can be a boss free someday too.
Right.
So I'm inviting you every Tuesdays and Thursday our free live webinar at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And yeah, so that was all. Thank you so much for watching us. Thank you so much, Iris, for having you today. Thank you so much for sharing to all of us. And thank you that I got to know you more. And
Thank you,
thank you so
Marilla.
much. You are very a strong woman with 5 kids. I don't know how you handle that, but my hands is up to you, and
Thank you.
I'm very happy that you manage and go through with everything. So
Yes,
thank you so
thank you.
much to all our viewers. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great one too. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.